Relations between the UK and America are ever so slightly rocky at the moment, following some of President Trump's controversial decisions. Reports today say a special state visit by the King to visit the President could be charm offensive. So, Nadia, do you think it'll work?
It's a huge possibility.
No,
actually, I was listening to a podcast the other day with somebody, and it was somebody talking that knows him very well, Trump, and actually he was saying definitively because he understands Trump's brain and ego and everything. He said what needs to happen for us to stay safe in this country is that he needs to be invited for a state visit, full pageantry, the big dining room with important people. The King must bring his finest wines available to mankind from the cellar, even though Trump doesn't drink. But he'll want to go back and he'll want to say, the King gave me, the finest wines. And I was like, oh, I was just listening to this and I just thought, well, it would be better if it was diplomats and politicians and all of this, but we are where we are. We have this gentleman, little Lord Trumpton, as I call him, in position. And, we are told often how powerful the royal family, how powerful they are in these kinds of situations.
And money can't buy experience.
So if we're going to massage the ego and the King, if the King is going to do it and keep us a bit safer, why not?
Well, do you remember when Donald Trump was president first time around? He did come over and he met the Queen, and there certainly was, and there was a big furore that, I don't know, he'd walked in front of her and he didn't quite know the protocol and all the rest of it. It was all a bit kind of... wasn't it?
Oh, he's showing around the palace.
I know.
That's dreadful.
It just, I mean, that was...
Look at her face.
Melania was like, you see her face?
But the interesting thing now is, effectively, Trump is the King. Do you know what I mean? In that relationship, sorry for the puns, he holds the trump cards. So how much do you kind of suck up to him, Kate?
It's the protocol, isn't it? Like, all the royals go and they have this meeting, so it'd be weird for them not to have it. And, I think it's what's so unique to us. It's what makes us British. It's part of our heritage. I love the royals. I would identify as a royalist. And I think they bring great things to this country. They bring in the tourism. And I think I agree with you, Nadia, that this is going to be a positive thing.
Do you think he should invite him back and bring up the finest wines from the cellar?
If that's what he does for everyone, it should be the same for everyone, shouldn't it?
You see.
No, I think if you're going to do it, you're probably going to have to make a special case. I mean, it's probably the right thing to do diplomatically. Whether it will work, you don't know, because Trump is so unpredictable. Exactly. But, the thing is, we have to be careful that, we live in a democracy. We want to live in a democracy. And whilst I've got no problem with the royals, they, in my view, should not be political. Whether they go and do a bit of schmoozing and, puts them in a good mood, that's lovely.
But it's soft
we
power,
don't want them
isn't it?
to actually be political.
Well, they want the unelected Elon in the White House. Well, no one elected him, did they?
Anyone in the world
But also, like I say, from a democracy point of view, like my kids at their age, and I don't know whether they're typical or not, Grace, I mean, they don't have a view on the royals. It's like they're not interested.
Yeah, forgive me. I don't care. I don't care about the royal family. I know that's really bad to say, but maybe it's because I don't relate. I liked Diana. I think she had a cool haircut. But I just think...
the Queen? The Queen wore nice outfits.
Wasn't too bothered, really. I don't know. I like that they bring in tourism. I think it's cool. It's kind of the same feeling about Henry VIII. It was kind of cool that he beheaded people, but I don't really have, a strong opinion.
It feels like history to you.
But what I will say is, if the King did invite me to his house and he gave me, a fine Pinot Grigio, I would absolutely, whatever you want me to sign, I'll sign.
So I would wrap
it up. I'd give him my leave. I think, whatever. I think it's going to work.
I think that's a perfect summary of why it should happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm trying to think. So do you just think they're irrelevant to you, but you're happy for them to be there, or do you think we should get rid of them? Or...
I think it's cool that we've got them, but if someone did, a pub quiz on the royal family, I'd be going home with nothing.
Right, OK.
I mean, when my daughter was trying to tell me about a royal that gone to her boyfriend's college the other day, she goes, he's a prince. And I said, OK, well, what prince? She goes, well, you know the one that you said used to be good-looking. Prince William.
William, yeah.
Yeah, him. the future king. So, is he going to be the king?
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, that's insane.
But they're just not... We don't talk about the royal... I love the royal family, but we don't talk about the royals, you know. We haven't got mugs with their faces on. We haven't got any of that.
Oh, that's where I draw the line.
And they have so many more celebrities that they look to.
Yeah.
There's so much glamour available to them endlessly on TikTok that they don't really look to the glamour of the royalty.
Which is going to be interesting as your generation obviously gets older. I mean, though, was I interested in the
Well, I
royals
think
at
it
that
depends.
age? Maybe not.
But the
Maybe we'll
mystique
get
has
parents
changed
have.
as well, because for us, the
Yeah.
royal family were mysterious and we didn't have access to them. They weren't...
It was when Diana came that
they
we all
weren't
got
celebrities, actually. They were slightly different. And maybe now, actually, they have Instagram accounts and maybe it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kate doesn't kind of do it for you in the way that Diana did?
Yeah, no, but I think it's going to be quite interesting when the kids grow up. They're going to have TikTok. Like, we're going to see day in the lives.
You think they'll be allowed that? I don't think they will.
I
William,
need
Louis
them
and
to.
George.
It's like the Kardashians. Like, Northwest is growing up. She's dancing on TikTok. Like, I hope it's the same vibe.
It's not beyond the realms of possibility, actually.
Yeah.
It's not.
I think they'll let them free for a little bit.
Yeah.
If somebody had told us 10 years ago they would have been on Instagram, the royal family, we
Yeah.
never would have believed
true.
it. So
Well,
who knows?
like I say, I would love to be a fly in the wall when
Yeah.
King Charles and Camilla meet
Yeah.
Donald Trump and Melania. That is going to be something else, isn't it?